A very good afternoon to all of you who are joining us for this lesson today, and to you grade 8 English first additional language types, I say a welcome, and let's look at the degrees of comparison. And in case you're wondering who is presenting, it is of course me. Now, degrees of comparison, it will not surprise you to hear, are things that compare nouns, and they are in 3 stages. Okay, 3 degrees. You've got the positive degree, which refers to only a single thing. Okay, you've got the comparative degree, and then you can see it says compares 2 things. And then you've got your superlative degree, which compares more than 2 things by describing either the best or the worst or the most or the least or the longest or the biggest, whatever. But it's always the top degree. Now, here are some examples. Okay, the most famous of them all, good is the positive degree, better is the comparative degree, and the best is the superlative degree. And there we've got the same, bad, worse, the worst. And we've got many or much, more, the most, and little or few, less, the least. Okay, let's go on to our next page and see the method that you use for creating the comparative and the superlative in each case. Let's look at this one. Here you've got short vowels, and that's merely a way of saying something like hot. That is a short vowel, and let's use that. Look here, hot, and in this case you're going to add a T plus an E and a R, hotter, hottest. And here you've got thin, thinner. You see, you add a second consonant there, in this case N, and thinnest. Again, you add the consonant and EST. Okay. Then you've got double vowels or double consonants. Let's take a look here. There you have the word cool, which as you can see is a double vowel. And here it becomes cooler. All you add is ER. You do not add a consonant in this case. And you've got coolest. Like, hey man, I'm the coolest dude in town. Okay, here you have double consonants. You see LD, both consonants. And you've got cold, colder, and coldest. Exactly the same method of doing double vowels or double consonants. Now we come to words ending in E, and here you can see we've chosen the word large, and you've got there larger. All you have to add is the R, and then you've got largest, and all you add is ST. Pretty straightforward. Again, here's the word nice ending in E, and it's the same story. Nicer, just add an R, or nicest, just add ST. Okay. Now you've got words ending in Y, and here's when you do get a bit of a change. You see that the Y there in the word happy disappears and is replaced with an I, so you have happier and happiest. Okay, once again, the Y is replaced with an I, and here you have pretty, and you have prettier. The Y replaced with an I, and then prettiest. The Y replaced with an I, and then the EST tagged along as well. Let's carry on this. Here you've got words of more than 2 syllables. Okay, an example there, comfortable. Now, that one is a 4-syllable word. Comfortable. Right? That's what your syllables are. They're your basic units of sound. And this one has 4 of them. So it's comfortable. And that one, it doesn't become comfortabler. That one won't work. It's got to be more comfortable. And you can't say also comfortablest. It's actually most comfortable. Right? And the same, interesting, another 4-syllable word. Right? And it's more interesting and most interesting. Okay, let's move on. Now we've got words ending in full, and a good example here. We've got painful and beautiful. Sorry, something went wrong on the animation. They both appeared together. But let's look at this. It's the same example. Okay, so it's more painful or more beautiful, most painful or most beautiful. So you can't say it's beautifuler than that one, and you can't say it's the beautifulest in town. It just doesn't work. It's more beautiful or most beautiful. Now, here we have our exceptions, and we've got the word far. That can be either farther or further. Please note all the things being changed there. And then you've got the farthest or the furthest. Okay? And then you've got old, older or elder, and the oldest or the eldest. There we are. And now we come to something which is there. So far we have been dealing with adjectives. Now we're going to go to comparative adverbs. Right. So it's very similar. You also have a comparative and a superlative, but instead of having a positive, you merely say adverb. Right, there you have it there. So let's take a look at this. Fast, faster, fastest. Perfectly simple and straightforward. Another example there, slow, slower, and slowest. In each case, you either add ER or EST. Absolutely standard. Then, two or more syllables. Same as is the case with the adjectives. Carefully, okay, more carefully, and most carefully, just like that. Also, cunningly, more cunningly, and most cunningly. Right? Perfectly straightforward, I think. Let's take a look at our irregular ones, okay, which don't follow the rules. We'll look first at badly, and that becomes worse or the worst. Right? And we've got little, less, the least. Very similar to the adjectival form. We also have less, less than, and the least. Okay, and then you've got much, more, and the most. And finally, you have well, better, and the best. Very similar to the adjective, which is good, better, best. But here it's well, better, best. There we are. Now you've learned a lot about degrees of comparison, and I'm going to leave you with a lovely, fun task for you to do. It's a multiple choice test. It's great fun. Honestly, it's been set up in such a way that if you have watched the presentation as you've just done, you can't go wrong. You'll find it really easy. There we are. I encourage you to go ahead and give that a try. Thank you for joining me, and goodbye.